All right, now we're going to take the program that draws a target, which you may remember, like the red and white target symbol, and we'll put it initially right here. These things should be tabbed in, and we'll create these variables so that you can see float target x equals 75, float target y equals 85, semicolon, float target size equals 100. And so we're going to fill it with red, white, red. And so now if we run this program, our target should be drawn to the screen. And they have it set to 150. Sure, I'll do that here so that you can make sure that you see it is exactly the same as the tutorial that's text-based. And if we run this, the target will be right in the middle of our screen and a little bit low because we have it to 85 down, target Y. Okay, that's great, but we can make this more useful. We can convert all this like draw target stuff, the draw ellipse, to a function. So we can make a new function that we can call like draw or setup or whatever. And this function won't return any information to us, so it'll be void. It won't answer any questions. It'll just do something. And we're going to create a function called draw target, which takes 3 parameters. It needs to know the center x and y and the size. So, and for the sake of consistency, I'll use target x. So it needs to take in, somebody needs to tell it what the target x is and the target y, and so that's the center of the target, and the float target size, and we'll open and close parentheses. Sorry, there we go. And this I forgot to write float here. And I am going to change the text size so that it's easier for you to see everything. Font size, we'll change it to, let's do 18. Okay, so we now have our method that takes in 3 parameters, but it doesn't do anything yet. So I'll copy and paste that text that we know draws a target. And now in the draw method, all we have to say is draw target, and we pass in the values of the x, y, and size that we want. So let's pass in the target. The center point is 75, 75, and the size of our target we'll say is 100. So now if we run our program, the target will pop up in the center. It'll be drawn. It's being drawn 60 times a second over and over and over here. And there's our target. But now we have this function that makes drawing targets really easy. We no longer have to like do all this kind of like colored manipulate, this like kind of granular manipulation of these pieces of information. We can just remember, okay, we need to send it a center point and a size, and we can draw a bunch of targets. So watch how easy it becomes to draw a lot of targets. Let's do 400 by 400. And so I'll just copy this line of code. And we're going to draw like, I don't know, 3 more targets. Just random sizes and positions, 300, 50, and 500, 500, that'll be a big one. And 20, who knows. And we're just going to change the locations of these things so they don't all pop up in the center. 200 and 10, and who knows what these things are going to be. Let's do this one at like 400x and 300y, and this one in the center, sure, and this one at 200x and say 200y, and this one, sure, that's fine. Yeah, sure. All right, let's just see what this does. I don't even know what it'll look like. Well, I mean, I kind of know. But, and there's all of our different target symbols drawn at the location specified and to the size that we specified. So that's pretty useful to start building your own programs. Um, and we can combine these things, which we're going to do in the next video, with like randomizing and the mouse X, and it starts to become super fun when you put these pieces together as like part of a larger whole.